Hello everybody, we're in the Windy City today, Chicago, Illinois. My name is Mr. G. Welcome to the channel. I am a student meteorologist studying at Mississippi State University, and we're going to be talking about your weather forecast for the weekend. I hope you guys are all having a great day today on your Saturday, and I hope that the rest of the weekend goes great for you too, and that you are safe and the weather is tame where you are. Thank you for watching me today. Leave a like, comment, and please subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit that bell so that you're notified whenever I post a video. And we are looking at a kind of a mild day out there across the Wind City in the Windy City of Chicago. Not very windy today, but we are looking at partly cloudy skies and temperatures in the lower 60s right now. So it's about 63 degrees out there in Chicago with those clouds around. The showers are to your east now over Indiana, so you guys will be in the clear for the most part as far as any inclement weather is concerned. So let's go down to our WSB3 application here and take a look at the different radars across the country so that we can take a tour at what's going on out there. Folks, here we are as we're taking a look at our maps right now and live radars at this time. And we're going to start off with the upper Midwest and Minnesota and the Dakotas and Wisconsin, where we have that area of low pressure for our storm system that's been responsible for all the severe weather down across Oklahoma and Texas and through Missouri. We even saw some severe weather through Iowa, Illinois as well, and even into Minnesota and Wisconsin. We had some severe thunderstorms a couple of days ago, but right now we are under that cold core influence of our upper level low pressure, so we're seeing a lot of spotty showers across the upper Midwest today. We see these spotty showers appear along the arrowhead of Minnesota, northern Wisconsin, and we're also seeing some spotty showers along the upper peninsula of Michigan, and you see all of these showers down here across Iowa and southern Minnesota and over into southern Wisconsin, and that is because of very cold air up in the upper levels of the atmosphere. So we're seeing that cold air and it's hitting those instability showers. Now, what's special about this is that we can be watching for cold air funnels with these types of clouds. We've been seeing those fractocumulus and a lot of stratocumulus clouds up there, low-level clouds. They look really scary. They have a scarier appearance, their bark is more than their bite, but you will have to watch for cold air funnels, and occasionally a weak tornado can develop in this scenario as well, but they are usually F0 or even FU, which is undetermined. So very weak spin-ups can happen under this low-level cloud cover. So we will be watching for these spotty showers and the instability of the sun warming the Earth's surface, but that will diminish in the overnight as the evening wears on and we lose the energy from the sun in the nighttime hours. So we're going to see those showers diminish. But we got a little bit of snow across North and South Dakota right now. That's not going to add too much to any snowfall totals. Very light snow showers and a little bit windy as well out here to the west. So a little bit of blowing snow is also possible across North and South Dakota and northwestern Minnesota this afternoon. So that's the look across the upper Midwest. Let's move a little bit further to the east and south and follow our cold front down to the Gulf Coast where we can track some of those thunderstorms this afternoon and evening. So here we are now as we're looking at the eastern Great Lakes here in Ontario, Canada, where we have our cold front in place, where we're going to be seeing those showers moving off towards eastern Canada and through parts of the Great Lakes. So Toronto and Montreal is going to be seeing some showers and maybe some rumbles of thunder as well. I don't expect severe weather to occur up here in the north, but we will see some showers and some rain down through the Ohio Valley this afternoon and into the nighttime hours as that front pushes toward the northeast and the mid-Atlantic states. That's going to spread those showers and some thunderstorms over that way on your Saturday. Now we're tracking our storm as it goes further down to the south through the Midwest into the Ohio Valley and down through portions of Kentucky and the Tennessee Valley here. So we're seeing those showers and some thunderstorms. You can see some flashes of lightning out there. Not too many instances of severe weather today, but we are seeing some scattered showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. There is a potential there for some severe weather, and we're going to be seeing primarily some damaging winds and small hail with any severe weather that breaks out here across the Midwest and into the Tennessee Valley. We have a bigger threat for severe weather further down to the south, so let's head down to the south and take a look at that potential for severe weather and what's going on down there. All right, so now that we're down and across the lower Mississippi River Valley toward the Gulf Coast, we're looking at Louisiana and Mississippi right now, and we can see our cold front. There is a secondary area of low pressure down here across the south, and that is going to be producing some severe thunderstorms. You see some of those thunderstorms right here. We have a line of thunderstorms just to the west of New Orleans, north and west of New Orleans, and west of Jackson, Mississippi. And we're seeing those showers and thunderstorms along our cold front that's shifting to the east. This is a very slow-moving storm system, and we will be looking for the potential for some large hail and damaging winds down here across the lower Mississippi River Valley, and some tornadoes is going to be possible as well. But fortunately, this evening is fairly quiet as far as tornado activity is concerned, but we do have that risk there for some tornadoes in this area where we're dealing with this severe weather down across the south and into portions of the Appalachian Mountain Range. Our storm is mostly west of the mountains here in central Tennessee, so we will be dealing with those thunderstorms through the evening hours and into the overnight hours as those storms shift over into Alabama. So that is a look at our radar of all of our active weather this afternoon and evening. There's a little bit of activity in the Pacific Northwest, but it's very light precipitation. We're not going to worry about that too much because that's standard fare for the Pacific Northwest. And they do have great weather on the way coming up for the next week. So they're going to get a respite from the rainfall there for a little bit. So let's move on with the rest of the forecast as we talk about what we're going to be seeing for the remainder of this weekend and into the beginning of next week. Okay, here we are as we move into our maps and the rest of our weather forecast as we get you guys prepped for the remainder of the weekend and get outlook for you for the beginning of your upcoming school week and work week. Isn't it great that the school is almost over? I have only a few weeks left for the spring semester, but I do have classes this summer, so hey, what can you do? If I get a week off, that'd be great. So let's move on with that weather forecast and take a look at what we're seeing out there this afternoon right now. This is our current conditions. We do have that storm system that's been well advertised here for this week. We saw all that severe weather down in Oklahoma and Texas. I saw some pretty spectacular tornadoes, some ridiculous amounts of hail, some from anywhere from golf ball to tennis ball size hail to hail that looked like it was snow. So we had smaller hail that came down like snow. I mean, it was pretty impressive down there across Texas and Oklahoma. We saw that severe weather all the way up until Minnesota. We had a severe thunderstorm that produced hail on Wednesday night, about 2 a.m. We had some quarter-size hail that fell in the overnight hours here in the Twin Cities. We saw severe weather down through Illinois and Iowa and through Missouri as well. A few it wouldn't be a YouTube video if I didn't cough at some point through the video. So anyway, here we are with that potential for severe weather. But for your Saturday, things are going to shift a little bit to the east, and it's going to be a little bit quieter as well as far as the severe weather threat is concerned. But let's take a look at what we're going to be seeing out there for your Saturday, and we're going to be seeing those thunderstorms. And a few severe storms are going to be possible on Saturday. We're going to have that secondary low pressure down here across the southeast. Our main low up there near the eastern Great Lakes and parts of the mid-Atlantic states. It's going to be cooler up there. We're going to be seeing some rain showers through parts of the interior of New York State in western Pennsylvania. But if you are in the mid-Atlantic, so DC southward through Charlotte and through Charleston, South Carolina, over into Atlanta, as well as to Jacksonville, Tampa, and Orlando, we're going to be looking at some thunderstorms with the possibility of some severe storms can occur as well, and large hail, some damaging wind, a heavy rainfall, and a couple of tornadoes is also possible down across the mid-Atlantic and the southeast especially. And we're going to be dealing with some heavy rainfall across the southeastern part of the United States here. So we're talking about central Georgia and the Florida panhandle, where we're going to be seeing that potential there for excessive rainfall. 3 inches of rain is possible, 3 inches or more. So that's going to lead to some flooding, urban and small stream, and maybe even some flash flooding down across parts of the southeast, where we can see some excessive rainfall. Here is our storm tracker right now. As we're going to look at what we're going to be seeing as far as Saturday morning. We'll see some scattered showers and some rain up here across the Ohio Valley, with a line of thunderstorms extending towards our cold front here through West Virginia and Virginia, as well across western North Carolina. Our secondary low will be right here on the border of North and South Carolina. We're going to see scattered thunderstorms over here near the Atlantic. So Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Savannah, Georgia as well. We're going to be looking at that potential for some severe scattered thunderstorms across that way. And we're going to be seeing rain down across further south along the southeast, with some embedded thunderstorms in the morning hours. So as we move through the day, your 5 o'clock hour in the eastern, again, those showers and thunderstorms will continue through the mid-Atlantic. So central Pennsylvania, Washington, D.C., New Jersey, New York City. We're going to be seeing our warm front over that way. So we're going to be seeing showery weather moving to the northeast. But in mid-Atlantic, we're going to be seeing some severe thunderstorms possible. So D.C. southward, Charlotte, North Carolina, Raleigh, Durham, also down through South Carolina, where our low pressure center will move closer to the shoreline. But we're going to be seeing a twisting in the atmosphere because of this surface-based low here. So we could see the potential for water spouts along Cape Hatteras in North Carolina there. So we have that potential for water spouts and weak tornadoes down along the southeastern coast. We have our cold front that's going to extend down the coast toward Florida. So that's going to cause things to cool off a bit across Georgia and the western side of North Carolina and eastern Tennessee as well. We're going to be seeing that dry air filter in behind our secondary low pressure center over the southeast. So we're going to be seeing showers and thunderstorms right along the Atlantic seaboard through South Carolina, Georgia. So if you are in Savannah, Jacksonville, Florida, Orlando, and Tampa, St. Petersburg, you're going to be dealing with those showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon, and that potential for some severe weather as well. And we're looking for some hail and damaging winds to be the primary threat. An isolated tornado is also going to be possible. I don't expect excessive rainfall on your Saturday, but that is always something we're going to keep an eye out on. And as we take a look at your Sunday at 7 a.m., that severe weather is going to move offshore by then, but you will be clear across the southeast. But it's going to be a little bit chilly in the morning as that cold air filters in, or that cool air filters in across the southeast and into the mid-Atlantic as well. Our secondary low goes offshore. It's going to be out over the Atlantic. It's going to take its thunderstorms with it. We're going to be seeing a line of thunderstorms extending from New York City off the coast to the Long Island, as well as out into the straits there off of the northeast. So we're going to see our cold front. Our main low is going to continue moving up the northeastern seaboard. That's going to head towards Boston and Nova Scotia and New Brunswick, eventually head off into the North Atlantic. We do have a blocking high over the North Atlantic, so it's going to kind of retrograde a little bit to the west as it heads further to the north, but it's going to keep the weather showery for your Sunday morning across the northeast. But that's going to clear out by the time we get to the end of the day on the northeast. And then Saturday and Sunday, here's your rainfall total. I'm going to step off the camera so you can see that. And we're looking at about an inch of rain possible across the mid-Atlantic states, about a half inch down to the southeast there over the Carolinas and South Carolina and Georgia. Now, we can see higher rainfall totals if you get a strong or severe thunderstorms. Thunderstorms tend to produce higher amounts of rainfall, so we could be seeing isolated instances of heavy rainfall amounts down across the southeast tomorrow as we deal with some of those severe thunderstorm potential. And as we move on with this weather forecast, and we're going to be looking at this year Saturday once again. Here is that our cold front storm system. I don't know if I'm going backwards. Now here we are as we take a look at the west. I'm going to step off the camera so that we can examine this. In the Pacific Northwest, we're going to start to see things warm up quite nicely across the western half of the United States as high pressure begins to build in across the west. A high amplitude ridge will build in. That storm system up there off the coast of the Northwest is going to go into British Columbia and across southern Canada as that high pressure builds in across the west. We're going to start to see temperatures warm from Oregon down to the southwest. Look at that, 82 in Los Angeles, 94 in Phoenix. So we're going to finally start to see the heat down there across the southern, southwestern deserts. But we're going to still hang on to another day of chilly weather across the high plains of Colorado and Wyoming and Montana, where we're going to see those temperatures in the mid 40s to lower 50s. And we're going to be seeing those 70s across the interior of Oregon and Washington, but a little bit chilly and wet along the coastal section. Seattle and Portland are going to remain in the 40s. And as we move to the Midwest and the central part of the nation, cold, cold, cold across the northern plains in the upper Midwest once again. 42 for Bismarck, 49 in Omaha. The Twin Cities will be in the mid 40s, but we're going to be seeing those temperatures in the 50s across the central plains and the 60s and to lower to middle 70s across the southern plains. But if you are along the Gulf Coast, going to be a nice day. 79 degrees in Houston, 78 in New Orleans, under mostly sunny skies. Check out the heat in San Antonio, where it's going to be 90 degrees. Some of that southwestern desert heat is starting to spread in as that heat comes in off of Old Mexico. And there is our storm system moving across the eastern United States, and that's going to be keeping things warm ahead of the front. And you're going to see a sharp drop in those temperatures behind the front. So as we look at the eastern United States for your Saturday, there is that storm system. We're going to be seeing rain showers up into the eastern Great Lakes, some snow across the upper UP of Michigan and far northern Wisconsin, a little bit of snow up that way for your Saturday, and we're going to be seeing those showers and thunderstorms in the mid-Atlantic states, so Pennsylvania down through Virginia, West Virginia, North and South Carolina, some showers, some potential severe thunderstorms from Raleigh, Charleston, and Atlanta is going to be in the clear for the most part. You might see some showers and maybe a storm in the morning, but you're going to have a nice day in the afternoon as that temperature hovers around 70 degrees. But if you're down there in Florida, you may have a nice start to your day, but eventually those showers and thunderstorms will move into your area as the day progresses. So you be on the lookout for those showers and storms. And here's the national forecast for your Sunday. We got that storm across the eastern Atlantic, the mid-Atlantic, and look how that main low is moving up there in Canada, just like I told you it would. There it goes up into eastern Canada, headed out toward the North Atlantic. It's getting shunted to that north by that blocking high pressure out over the North Atlantic right now, and it's going to jog a little bit to the north and west a little bit, so it's going to continue to spread snow across the eastern provinces of Canada, so north of Quebec and Montreal as well as Toronto. You guys are going to be remaining in some rain, so it's going to be warm enough for rain up that way and those showers across the northeast and the mid-Atlantic states, and it's going to dry out across the southeast. But notice it's a little bit cooler for your Sunday out there, especially across the north. Man, it's ridiculous. 46 in Minneapolis and 47 in Bismarck. That kind of sucks. We're getting really tired of the cold. 49 in Chicago as well. You guys have enjoyed some nice weather recently, but it's going to be a little bit slapped back to reality for you folks as well. But we're going to start to warm up across the Central Plains, because the good news is that cold snap is going to be short-lived because of that ridge out west that's going to build in and warm things up. We have another area of low pressure that's going to develop down there in Texas along the Mexican border and in the southwest. So we're going to start to see some rain showers develop down there across the Dallas-Fort Worth area, as well as Houston, maybe even a thunderstorm. So a little bit wet weather down there in Texas. It's going to be on the cool side because of clouds and rain-cooled air. Beautiful weather in the southwest. Look at that, 96 degrees for your day in Phoenix, 73 in Los Angeles, and even starting to hit the 70s in the Pacific Northwest as that warming weather and that high pressure begins to build in. So we're going to see a major flip-flop in the weather pattern that's going to make the eastern United States a bit cool for a while, and the Great Lakes in the Northeast. So get ready for that, guys. I'm going to go back on camera as we wrap things up here. My name is Mr. G. I am your meteorologist. Thanks for watching me today. And leave a like, comment, and feel free to subscribe to the channel.